Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farm and Life at LaForge. So Dad has just gone over to the second farm there with the 8210 and he has the Jeantil straw bed on the back. So we've shown you around it, but we've never actually shown it being used. So he's going to show you using that over there now. Then he's going to be back in his workshop here working on the 7000. So he's adding a few bits. He'll explain all about that to you himself and show you all of that. So this week we are going to be getting our prices for the fertilizer. So obviously everything has gone through the roof. Fertilizer has gone crazy expensive, but we haven't yet gotten our prices. So we'll have to work out this week what we're putting where, how much we're getting, what we're buying. So we'll be talking to a guy about that. And then we'll be going through that, getting the prices. And then on our next video I'll probably explain what we ended up choosing and what we're doing and what the prices are here and all about that. So stay tuned for that either on Wednesday's video or maybe next Sunday, depending on when we get the prices and when we get everything sorted out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on our farming lives here in France.
So I'm here painting in the other shed. Some of you are wondering why we don't use that star chopper, but we do. But the last day you seen us painting was shed was empty. And it's quicker. This machine is not half as fast, it's very slow compared to the Lucas. But it does the trick. And we'll do a bit of painting now. The only problem I had was today it's okay, it's a nice kind of little breeze and you open all the doors, but if you have it more damp, where you can't normally the apartment, the slow chopper will be over the hand because dust and cattle don't get on, especially up there. So it works okay. It's a heavy old yoke for the size of it. I have it on the 82 now today. Just, I don't normally have it on the 82 now. The 82 is a bit something, but the GL or the 77, if you have to have the weights on the 77, so that's all the loader really came down to GL. But with this one now, if you lift your foot off the clutch, where was a big bed alright. But 2 more beds to close and shifted to the cattle. I finished. Now we're here at the solar shed. So, finished over here now, just bringing back a bale of hay to the other farm. I have to go back. Normally I leave it over here, but the back window might come and I might stick it into it. And that's it. I prefer the Lucas by far, but it does the trick. The Jeantil 82 is, I don't see any more leaks coming out, so back window and do the wheels. So we're back at the 7000 here again. Now we have this bracket on here, right, and this is up here. Now it should avoid the cab and it avoids the bonnet, but I might take it off, but it's just to be on the right side of the law going the road. So I was going to put it back on the mudguard, but I decided here because I have to put a mirror on the tractor and I don't want to bore a hole in the bonnet. So the plan is I'm going to put this mirror there, the bracket, and the beacon light on top, and a switch somewhere here so I can turn it on and off, that I don't have wires going all over the place. I can reach out to turn on, and then if I do put on the cab, I can just take this off, or it might even stay there. But really it's just to cover me going the road with the beacon light and the mirror. So I just weld on the brackets now and get the switch, and away we go. So now I have the brackets onto this, so I'll weld them on there like that, and I can't have the welder too close to the camera. I was warned, so I weld that on. It's off the 82 for the beacon light, and I weld that on there, and did fix up the switch. So now I have it on here now temporary, so I'll have to weld a piece of a plate out the bottom here just to give this a little bit more strength. So what I have here now is the switch, and I have it in a piece of channel there, if you can see it. So I'm going to bolt that on there with 2 long screws, and well, I could have the dash, or bore a hole in the dash and put the switch up there, but this way I've no boring the holes, and I can run the 1 wire up with the same fuse for the back. So all I have to do is reach out from the seat and do that. So bring it over to the bench. So now there's the piece for the beacon light that screws in to the top of this here. So and just take a piece off of there. Now the problem with this is I want to keep the wire all in one piece, so I have to, I don't know if you can see it there, I have to screw this around because the wire has to spin around. I can't have the wire up because I won't be able to screw this in after, so I have to put this in and then try to feed it all the whole way through after. But now, let's get the wire in here. Now, so we're just putting a bit of primer on here now. I'll come back after a while and I don't know whether I'll spray it black or blue. Now, back at the 7000 again. Well, not back at, I'm just going to show you what I was doing last night. The battery went dead and Laura wanted to take out the car to what do you call it, to edit. So I have this finished. It's the mirror and the beacon light. There's the little switch and there is the beacon light. So it's just for on the road, as I said, and it hasn't bored any holes or anything on the machine, which I like. Now this wire here, I have to tape it up. That's for the when I put the cab on, for if I put spotlights on the cab or whatever. It's good heavy wire and it's fused as well. Now I have this. It's going in. I wired a connection on the back. There's the fuse as I showed you before. So I have the beacon light is fused on this here. So whether I put a push on connection here if I ever want to pull off the beacon light, but it's not a big job, just get the screwdriver, undo it. I like them. They don't look the best, but they work the best. And I have the mirror on it. I strengthened up the bracket a bit, so I'm just going to cable tie that wire to that now. So if I was going to weld a little ring on here to stop this sliding down if it came loose, but now I'm not, because I came up with another idea that when I loosen it I can drop this down. I can drop the whole light down and it mightn't be in the way, but I can never see myself moving it unless when I put the cab on. Now it's a little bit different shade of blue because it's the aerosol cans. But what I'm going at tonight now, I'm going away from it here now, is this handle here for the PTO and the handle for the spool valves. Now I'm not welding that on, I want to have a handle up here. It's too low. Oh, there's my beacon light and my bracket from up here. And it's an LED beacon light, so it's not as hard on your eyes if you're going the road. Now, if you were, I'd say, driving at night with the beacon light out there in front, wouldn't be the best place for it. They normally put them over here on this side, but I'd have to run a heap of wires back, and it's not something I'd be using Most of this farm is in one block and it's normally not on the road much. It's just going over to the other farm, and if it is over there, it's over there for a few days. So now I have to put the handle on this just to raise it up a bit, and knock this on the head a bit, because I have a lot of other jobs to do, and I'll just get my tape now and measure. Move that down. So, if I have it, about 13 inches, before 16. Now all I have in that size bar is a fencing stake, so it'll have to do. So I set up the yoke here. This is an old bender I made myself. Now I made up this bender myself years ago for making handles, and there's lots of things. So I think we'll move up about 10. Now this is another benders for what it'll do this as well. So now I'll just try that. Set there for different thicknesses. It's a fairly simple machine. Now I didn't make this one. This is the King's length. Ah, that's a nice little handle there. There's a nice bend. Let's see how this fits. I cut off the west bit there. So there it is. And this is our handle here. Fits well. Well, that looks promising. Might look a bit clumsy, but it's now welded on, and it'll save breaking your neck trying to get the PTO on. There's that handle there, so you don't have to bend down. It doesn't look too bad. And I also have the one for the spool valve here. I don't know if you can see it. This one. Oh, it's dark. I'll have to show you that on the day. So that's makes life a bit easy. I might get two little knobs for it there yet to fit down over it, and just put a finishing touch on it. So that's good. To get that done. There's a few jobs to be done in the garage here. There's my red mill machine. I have it kind of set up there. I have a few more bits and pieces, and all the tools are there. So I have to make a few stands for tools that I got at the minute. My Milwaukee stand here is just an old tray, so I want to make a proper stand for it and tools and that. Workshop is getting a bit clustered up, but the same of a lot of tools. Okay.
So that is it for this week's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And you can also subscribe to stay up to date on our future videos. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.